to pick back up with our descriptive paragraph that we started yesterday. Okay. We have all of our nouns listed. What was our first noun? Windmill, trees, barns, cows, and pig. Good. Okay. Then we selected some verbs and some adjectives, and we got to chickens. Okay. Remember, adjectives describe nouns. They tell what it looks like, smells like, tastes like. Well, we wouldn't describe the taste in this one. Okay. But an adjective to describe a chicken. So let's look at our chickens. Okay. All right. So what can we say? How do they look? Remember, we can describe their size. Are they big? Are they fat? Okay, good. Is there another word for fat? Well, what's another way for large? Well, we have large up there for barns. What's another word for something that's fat, um, chubby, round? What else is another word for fat? Plump. You ever heard of plump? No? Okay. All right, so what word are we going to use to describe? You want to use plump? All right, Bo, what's another word to describe the chickens? We also can talk about what sound do the chickens make? Okay, how can we put that in words? We say chickens. Are they quiet animals? Okay, so if something is not quiet, what do we say? Loud. Okay, what did we just hear? A lot of noise. Okay, good. So we can say noisy, noisy, plump chickens. What else? What do their feathers look like? Like white and black. Okay, brown and white. Okay. Oh, they're brown. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is kind of brown. All right, so give me two adjectives for chickens. Y'all pick. Bo, you give me one, and Deshandra, you give me one. Plump. What's yours going to be? Noisy. All right, so we can say noisy, plump chickens. Search for, or plump, noisy chickens. Let's see. We'll do noisy. 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 Oh, it's with an A-Y. Mm-hmm. Noisy. Noisy. Plump. Plump. I'm mad. You can tell me about it later, okay? What is it? Banana. Tell me about it later, okay? Just wait. Let's get through with our lesson, okay? Noisy, plump chicken, search, and then we'll finish it. All right, what's our next noun? Pig. Pig. All right, how can we describe pig? You give me one, and you give me one. They're big. Okay. What else? Give me one, Bo. Messy. Good. Pigs are messy, aren't they? Okay. All right. So we've overused big and large. Give me another one. Give me another one, Deshandra, besides big. Okay. Have we used that before? Yes. Yep. We got it up there. Lazy pigs. Pigs are lazy. No. Yeah. Well, we used it for cows. They play. Okay. So we can say. Wait a minute. You said messy, playful pigs. Playful, muddy pigs. Well, we only need two of them. So you said messy. Is that the adjective you want to use? And you said, which one are you going to use? Playful or, okay. So we can say playful, messy pigs. Ooh, that's almost a tongue twister. Wait. Because we got pigs play. Playful, messy, playful pigs play. Ooh, okay. M-E-S-S-Y, messy, playful. And we may want to change play since we have playful already there. Because that's kind of like saying the same thing almost. Messy, playful, pigs. And we'll come back to that when we get ready to edit. Okay? All right, so we got that. Okay. All right, so the next category is a noun marker. Do we remember what noun markers? We have 3 of them. What are they? Very good, Bo. A, and the. Very good. Now, depending on what our adjective is going to depend on which noun marker we use. Okay, so let's look at our first one. Let's read what we have. Old wooden windmill blows. So should we say an? Okay, because of the O, that's a vowel sound. We can't say a old. It would have to be either an old or the. You said the? Either one would be okay. It's just up to you which one you want to use. Do you want to use the? Let's see how that sounds. The old wooden windmill blows, and we'll finish that in a minute. That sounds good, doesn't it? Or if we say an old wooden windmill blows. So which one do we like better? You like an? Okay. All right. So it's just going to be A-N. Either one would have been okay. All right. The next one, let's read it. Gigantic green trees grow. All right. All right. Now, let me tell you this. The gigantic green trees. No, we can't say A, can we? The gigantic green trees grow. All right. T-H-E. Yeah, it would be. You're very good. We're going to get to that. When we get ready to write these and take them out of this chart and put them in a sentence, that would definitely have to be capitalized. Okay. All right. Read with me. Large red barns stand.
Large red barns.
Okay. The large red barns. Very good. We have to use that because it's plural. All right. Enormous lazy cows eat. All right. No, because of if we say right and enormous lazy, it has to be one cow. So
the enormous lazy cows eat.
Okay. And we're gonna talk about how to edit this where we're not starting each sentence the like a broken record the same way. We'll talk about that a little bit later, okay? All right. Noisy, plump chickens search. Okay, because it's plural, we can't say a or can we? Because that means one. All right. Exactly. So we're gonna have to work on that because we don't want to start every single sentence the same way.
Messy, playful,
pig plays. Say we left the S off of pig. So
messy pig plays.
Which one?
And.
Okay, remember A-N. Our next word has to begin with a vowel sound. And this is messy. Is that gonna be a vowel sound? No. So we can say A. We can just use
Wait, you still got the space. Like
I know, I made extra boxes. Okay. Read it now. Messy, playful, pig plays. Okay. All right. Now we have some noun markers, and we'll work on those. We might change some. We might take some out when we do our editing. Now we've got to extend the thought. So that means since we said an old wooden windmill blows, we've got to tell where, how. We've got to give more information about it. So think about position or prepositions. An old wooden windmill blows. Remember, it's blowing or it's stirring wind where? Position.
In a circle.
Well, it's outside. What is this whole thing? Around the, what is this?
No, farm.
Farm. We can say around the farm, across the farm. Which one? Either one is fine. Which one? What do you think, Bo? Which one sounds better? An old wooden windmill blows around the farm or across the farm? You like around? All right. So there's not a lot of room in here. So I'm going to come up here to the top and write around. A-R-O-U-N-D. Around. You fit it in there? Okay, good. Around the farm. F-A-R-M.
I wrote it in the summer.
Yeah, you do. Unfortunately, you would have to write kind of small to get it in there. Okay.
The gigantic green trees grow.
Okay. Think about position. The gigantic green trees grow.
Long.
Well, long would be kind of, they grow.
Upwards.
Okay. Where are they on the farm?
On the left.
They're kind of on the side, aren't they? Right. We could say beside. That's a preposition. The gigantic green trees grow beside the farm. Could we use another word besides the farm since we use the farm?
On the side.
Well, no, besides saying the farm, what else could we say this is? It's a picture of a farm, but it's also the land, okay? Or where are we? Are we in the city? Or where they don't live in the city, we live in the country, okay? All right, so the gigantic green trees grow beside what did you say, the land? What, okay, or beside the
farm.
Okay, you said the farm, okay? You want to say land? Okay. All right. The gigantic green trees grow beside, B-E-S-I-D-E, beside the, did we say land?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, L-A-N-D, period. I know that whole thing right there is not a sentence, but when we put it all together, it will be. Okay. All right, let's read what we have so far. Ready? 1, 2, 3, let's read. The gigantic green trees grow beside the land. Okay. The land. All right. Next one is the barns. Okay. Let's read this. The large red barns stand now. Huh?
Tall.
Okay. Stand tall. Okay. You said strong? I like that.
I say strong.
Because it does look like it's strong. It's not real shaky like it's gonna collapse. They look pretty strong. Okay. The large red barn stand strong.
No, gotta be an S. After the name.
After what?
Wait, large red
Barn
stand strong.
Yeah, we have an S here, so we don't need one here. Okay. Stand strongly. Good. Well, I like how you're thinking. Okay. The large red barns stand strongly on the
Ground.
I hate to say the farm again. It's another word for farm.
Land.
On the grass. It's sitting on the grass, isn't it? Right? What do y'all think?
Grass.
You think grass? You want to stand strongly on the grass? Want to use that? Yes? No? Or you want to come up with something else? Let's see. It looks almost like, does it look like there's a little hill right there maybe? Does it kind of look like maybe this is lower and that's kind of sitting on a hill maybe?
What's this?
I don't know.
Like a moose.
I don't know what that is, to be honest. I can't tell.
Something.
Okay, what do y'all think? Does it look like it's kind of on a hill maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can use what Bo said and we can add, all right, the large red barn stand strongly on the hill. That sound okay? I like how you use strongly, because that's telling kind of how they do it. Stand strongly. S-T-R-O-N-G, and then our suffix L-Y. Strongly on a hill. Because it does look like there's a little slope there, like it's kind of on a hill.
Oh, I put E. See?
Okay. Our next, oh,
The
did you get done, Bo? Our next one is the cow.
enormous
Lazy cows
eat
eat.
the grass.
Eat what?
The
Grass. Yeah.
No.
Or we could just say
The hay.
eat.
The hay.
Yeah, they are eating the hay, not the grass. But cows do eat.
Grass.
Do they eat hay?
Yes.
Okay. I always see them eating grass when I'm driving about on the road.
Because there's no hay.
I guess so. All right. The enormous lazy cows eat grass. I mean hay. I'm sorry. That's what we said. Hay, right? Eat hay. Hay. And we could have said bundles of hay, or
don't bundles mean a lot.
like something that's grouped together. No, there's another word for hay. You buy it in. It's not a bundle. It's a. I can't think of the name of a. It'll come to me later.
Colony, it means like a group of people.
You're right. It does. But when you buy hay, you buy it in that little big square
Box.
It's not a barrel. I can't think of it. I'll think of it later. All right, so let's move on. All right, the next one. The noisy, plump chickens search for food. Yep, search for food. That's a good one.
I wrote it backwards. I put plump noisy.
That's okay. That's all right. We'll work on that later. Search for food. Okay, and then our last one. Messy, playful pig plays in the mud.
Or in the mud or
Yeah.
in mud?
Either one. Y'all tell me.
In mud.
In mud?
What if it's that quick?
Okay. There was something. Okay, we'll talk about that now. The next part, we have to read what we have, see how it sounds, and then we're going to use something called ARMS, A-R-M-S, and that's just where we revise it. Remember how you told me yesterday that in Miss Jones's class, you all, well, I don't know, do you write in Miss Jones' class or Miss Wally's class?
Both.
Okay, how you just don't write something and then turn it in. Most of the time you have to go through the steps, okay? That's what we're doing with our descriptive paragraph, okay? We are going through the steps, step by step, and then we're going to edit it, and before it's all over with, we'll have a good descriptive paragraph, okay? All right, so for this next part, the A on ARMS means to add words or phrases. Now, let's read what we have first. Let's see how it sounds, okay? Oh, I think there's one more step we need to do. We need to see what we're going to keep and what we're going to take out. But I guess that's part of this, so let's read what we have. You ready? 1, 2, 3. An old
Wooden
windmill blows around the farm. The gigantic green trees grow beside the land. The land. Your brain wants to say the farm. Okay? All right.
The large red farms stand strongly on a hill. The enormous what's that say?
Lazy
Cows eat the hay.
Okay.
The plump, noisy
Chickens search for food.
On a messy, playful pig plays in mud.
Okay. All right. There's something. All right. So let's look at, we're going to keep our first sentence because that's going to be like the focal point of our picture, right? Remember we talked about the first thing that we could describe from the top bottom was the windmill. It's kind of like standing in the center of the farm almost. Okay. All right. So we'll keep that one and let's see if we need to change anything or not. An old wooden windmill blows around the farm. Do we need to add anything or what about blows? Do we need to add what it blows? What is it blowing?
Air.
Blows air? Okay, what do we call that air outside? Wind. An old wooden windmill blows the wind. Where? Oh, with the windmill? So you think that we don't need to add that because it's already part of the title of the noun? Well, I guess you're right because it is a windmill and that's what windmills do, right? Some generate electricity and power, but not that one. An old wooden windmill blows around the farm. Okay, so if we leave that, let's look at the second one. The gigantic green trees grow beside the land. Okay, anything we need to remove? We're going to add some transitions in there. Transition, and when you're writing, transitions are very important because they help it flow, so it's not choppy. Like when you were little, probably in second grade or whatever, you're writing sentences with your spelling words, and they might not all flow. Okay, but when you're writing a paragraph, you want it to flow. So sometimes you have to use transition words like while. You can combine a couple of sentences and say blah, 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 while, blah, blah, blah. Like you can combine them and use while. You can, transition words can also be like first, next, and then, but we're not really writing sequence of anything, so we don't really want to use those this time. We can use words, so can be a transition. So we have our first one. The gigantic green trees grow beside the land. Could we use a transition to combine these two sentences into one? We'd have to take out, what do you think? Deshandra, read this first one, and then I want you to put while and read the second one in there and see if it makes sense.
The gigantic green trees grow beside the land. While the dark red
barns stand strongly on a hill. Does that sound right? Because it's kind of happening when you use while, they're happening at the same time, right? This is happening while that's happening. Now, if we use while, this is what, let's see, do y'all have, how can y'all write this on here? What we can do is we can get rid of, I want you to cross out, what do you think, Bo? Does that sound good to you? Okay. All right, cross out the.
Which one?
On the second one. Just put a line through it. We won't write that. And we'll have the gigantic green trees grow beside the land while large red barns stand strongly on a hill. How does that sound? Okay. All right, so we got to put while somewhere in there. Maybe you can write it right here, while. Yeah, let's just put it right here, W-H-I-L-E. Okay, although it's not a noun marker, when we get ready to write it, it'll all together make sense. You got while in there? Okay, good. All right, so let's go. Let's start from the top. Ready? Let's go. An old wooden windmill blows around the farm. The gigantic green trees grow beside the land while large red barns stand strongly on a hill. Okay, our next one says, the enormous lazy cows hay. Now, yesterday we went over another word that meant the same as eat. Very good. Now we can change that. You want to change that? All right, so what you can do, you can erase it or just put a slash and munch. Because that sounds more creative, more vivid. All right, munch is M-U-N. Very good. Very good, Deshandra. The enormous, lazy cows munch. And then we'd have to say on hay. Munch hay, munch on hay. Yeah. Well, we don't want to add an ES. Why? Because look what's right here.
S.
Yeah, we got an S on our noun, our subject. Okay. The enormous lazy cows munch on hay. That would be a good time for another transition because we're talking about what the lazy cows do, and then they're doing something, then the chickens are doing it too. So, the next one, let's read what the chickens are doing. The noisy, plump chickens search for food. All right. So the enormous lazy cows munch on hay. Here's another transition that we can use. AS. How can we combine those two sentences in?
The noisy, plump chickens search for food as a messy, playful pig.
Well, we got to do something with this one before we get to that one, unless we decide to move them around, okay? What about these two right here? See, how would that sound if we could combine them using one of our transitions? We use while. Oh, okay. So say that again.
As the
enormous lazy cows munch on hay, comma, the noisy
plump chicken search for food.
That works, doesn't it? You can put as in the front. That's the cool thing about writing. You can move words around and it can still flow. Okay? So we can say where there's the, we can just put as on top of it because we're going to keep the, but it'll be as the enormous lazy cows munch on hay, comma, the noisy plump chickens search for food. Okay? All right. We're almost done with this part of it. Who, me? A little bit's been a long day. All right. So let's look at our last sentence. What's the last one say?
A messy, playful pig plays in mud.
All right. So we'll have to figure out, let's see.
Wow, a messy, that sounds good, but not used to.
Yeah. Well, that's the last sentence right there. So, as enormous lazy cows munch on hay, comma,
the noisy pig plays in mud.
Well, we don't really have another sentence to combine it with, so we can just leave it like that, and end our paragraph like that, okay? All right, so we're gonna stop right here, and we're almost finished with our